What's up, everybody? It's Justin here. Just going to do a quick review of some of my Pokemon cards from 5th grade. So, I don't have all 151. I'm about 35 short, 30, 34. But I've been in this, collection mode and getting some of the old cards that I used to have. And back here you can see that, I have a couple of the old Pokemon games. Gold is actually my favorite. I've tried Ruby. Not too bad. It's nothing like the old games, but blue and gold are probably my favorite out of all of them. So haven't really dug too deep in the newer ones, kind of like Heart Gold, and I think there's like what is that, Pokemon Sun and Moon now. I haven't really played those at all. But let's get started. So a lot of these cards are actually, what I'm going to show you is all my first editions, and then just my holographics, and they're actually in order. So this Pidgeot is actually in Italian. So if you take a look here, not a bad looking card. It is a non-holo, but it is in Italian. Not in terrible condition. Actually, there we go. Not in the worst condition, but I love this card. Very pretty card. Next, we have a Dark Raticate, and it's actually got a thick stamp on there. I don't know if you can see that, but that is considered a thick stamp. Here's the back. This one's in pretty rough shape. Not too good. I don't think I'm really gonna get a lot of these cards graded. This is just more for collection purposes. Just nostalgia, having a collection. All right, next we have a first edition Pharaoh. Another one of my favorite cards. Not sure why, I just like the way it looks. That is in rough shape. Well, the edges are pretty bad, but other than that, centering's a little off. But like I said, I'm not going to get any of these cards graded. I'll probably get a couple of my holographics graded. It just really depends on what I want to do. But next is a first edition Ekans. And again, just some whitening on the edges there. Pretty common with older cards. Next we have a Sandslash first edition. Just picked this up the other day. Like I said, I'm kind of in collection mode again. I'm 31, so when these cards came out, if I remember, 1999, I was in 4th grade. And then I had quite a few cards in 5th grade. Never had a Charizard. I think I had a Blastoise at the time. Venusaur, absolutely. But none of the big three. I don't have anything now. I was kind of stupid, like probably some of you. I'm not trying to insult you, but I think we got rid of our cards throughout the years, moving and everything. And now the Pokemon market is super hot, so it definitely would have been nice to keep some of those older cards. Next is a first edition Parasect. This was actually one of my first editions that I bought. Just for a couple of bucks on eBay. I think it was like $1.50, because obviously the condition on the back isn't very good. All right. And I am taking all these out of the sleeve. Some of my sleeves have like a kind of a darker hue to it, so you can't really see the holo too well. But it's a first edition Persian. Pretty bad up there in that corner, but not too bad. Next is a first edition Mankey. And yes, I do have all my cards in a sleeve. I try to preserve them the best I can. Not too bad on the back. Just right on the corner up there. And next we have a first edition Primate. So, actually my end goal, that one's in really rough shape. Some of these cards were really cheap, man. I just kind of sorted on eBay, the cheapest ones that were the best bang for the buck, Like I said, it's just collection purposes. I'm not trying to get them all graded. Next is, I'm sure everybody had one of these growing up. It is a first edition Machamp. It's not shadowless or anything like that. It's pretty scratched. Love this card. You know, I've had this card actually since it came out, since Pokemon came out. This is one of the few that I kept just in a shoebox actually growing up. So not too bad of a card. Next, first edition Weeping Bell. This card's actually in better shape compared to most that I have. A little bit of whitening down there. It might be from removing the card a couple of times, but not too bad. Next, I have a first edition Tentacool. Very beautiful card. Edges are not too bad. Card is actually in pretty good shape if you ask me. And then I actually really like these next cards I'm going to show you. For some reason, I think the Geodude is one of the better looking cards. Just the colors and everything, the streaks going. Just a beautiful card, you know. That one's actually not too bad. Next up is a first edition Golem. I don't have a first edition Graveler. I wish I did, then I could have all three. But card is in pretty good shape. Not too bad. It's minimal play. Next, we have a first edition Slowpoke. Centering's actually very beautiful on this card. The back, it's very good. I'm sure if I chose to get some of these cards graded, they'd probably roll a 6 or a 7. I probably have a few 8s. A possible 9, actually. I got a newer Charizard. I didn't really want to show any of my new Pokemon cards. The point of this video was to really go over the older ones that we had in you know, elementary school growing up. So that's a first edition Slowbro. That's actually one of my favorite Pokemon to use in Pokemon Gold, is Slowbro. Besides Miltank. Miltank was a beast in Pokemon Gold. So next we have a first edition Grimer. Not too bad. A little bit of whitening on the top there. This is another card that I really like because of the colors. I think it sticks out, it stands out. You got that orange, you got the yellow, and then you got the purple and black and gray. I think it's a very beautiful card. Not in terrible condition, but the edges are pretty bad. So, as you can see, a lot of these cards aren't even worth getting graded. It's just memories to me. It's just nice to have them, you know. Another sweet card. Love it. Not terrible, but not good. And like I said, all these cards are in order. And then I'll be going through the holographics after I get through the first editions. I know I showed you that Machamp earlier, but that's just because it was in order. But that's a first edition Seadra. And then next we have Seeking, first edition. Very cool card. I always liked it. Just kind of the way that the fish is by the coral and everything. Not a bad looking card. Now this next card, I don't know what it's in, but I assume it's German. It is Magmar, first edition. And I don't know if you guys could tell me, but that looks like it's German to me. Flammenwurf. I think it's a pretty cool card. Pretty rare, you know. It's definitely not in good condition by any means. But it is in German. Next is a first edition Amistar. And this one actually wraps up my non-holos, first editions. Card is actually in pretty good shape. And next we have a Raichu. That is in rough shape. You got a little see-through there on the holo foil. You know, it's a cool card. I like Pikachu better than Raichu, to be honest. This Nidoqueen, I love this Nidoqueen. I think it's in great shape. I just love the the hollow pattern on it. It does have a couple scratches in the hollow foil, as you can see. But other than that, the card is in decent shape. Just a little bit of whitening down there on the bottom. Kind of a little dust on the edges there. This next one is a Nidoking. It is from the base set 2. As you can see, there's a Pokeball there, and then this one actually has a swirl. So pretty cool. I like that swirl a lot. I actually picked this card up in a Disc Traders, and they were only selling it for $5.99. So I think I got a pretty good deal. This next card is a Holographic Clefairy. Very, very scratched. Nothing special about this card by any means. Like I said, some of these cards are in rough shape. So I'm doing this video for you guys, you know. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you like, the nostalgia. You know, I got a Clefable here, Holographic. You know, pretty cool card. I never really played that card much if I had it. Metronome, that's a pretty cool move, but I liked action, man. I liked using attacks and stuff, so. All right, next we got Wigglytuff. This is my first Wigglytuff I've ever had. Ordered it off eBay just for a couple bucks. And a couple scratches there in the hollow foil, but other than that, just whitening on the edges. Next, we have a holographic Venomoth. I love this card. I think it looks great. Sorry about the flash there, guys. I'm just trying to get the hollow foil to sparkle a little bit. Not in bad shape at all. Just a little bit of whitening on that bottom corner, and really just the corners. Other than that, the centering's pretty good. Next, we have a base set 2 Poliwrath. This is a very good card, very cool. I like it. I think there's a Pokeball somewhere in here. Nope, no Pokeball. So got this also at Disc Traders. There was a couple of them listed for like 40 bucks, and they were like torn and ripped, and I'm like, no way. This one was I think $3.50. It was just tucked away under all the other ones, but it does have a lot of scratches up there in the hollow foil. So these next two cards, I have a duplicate. It's Victory Bell. Very cool card. Heavy played, obviously. It's got some scratches in the hollow foil there. Next, Victory Bell again. Hopefully you guys don't mind me showing you the duplicate. Still, scratched in the hollow foil there. And the back is in a little bit better shape than that last one. I have cleaned these cards. I've tried to wipe them off a little bit with just a very, very, very slightly damp piece of toilet paper, to be honest. And because I didn't want to damage the card. I didn't want to take any ink off or anything like that or scratch it. So I just used, I'm talking almost dry piece of toilet paper to clean these cards up, because some were actually quite dirty. This Gengar is one of my favorites. It is actually in better condition than some of my cards. The back is actually really good shape too. Just a little whitening on the corners. I think probably if I had that graded, it'd probably get a 7. I don't know. I'm kind of new to the grading game. I don't know if you guys could help me out on that. Next is a Hypno. My best friend, this is his favorite card. I think it's pretty cool. Never really used him in any of the games. Never really played him. So I don't know stats-wise like how he is in the game or anything. So this next card is an Electrode, holographic. Pretty scratched up. Pretty well played. Edges are pretty bad. This next card is one of my favorites. It's not a Shadowless, it's not a first edition, it's not a gray stamp, but it is a Hitmonchan, and I always love these cards. I just love how the artwork is. How he's just standing there with his boxing gloves looking at you. You know, 3D, you know, kind of just stands out there, and I really like it. Well, more of 2D, but the card looks pretty sweet. Just a little whitening up top, a couple spots around the edges. I don't know if I'm going to send that one in to get graded. I might not. It just depends how I'm feeling. Next is a dark Weezing. There we go. As you can see, you know, the hollow's showing up there a little bit. I'm not really a fan of the pattern on the base set 2 cards, or like the Team Rocket hollows. I'm just not a fan. I like the stars in that hollow foil. Not really much of the circles. Some people probably prefer that, but not me. Next is a Chansey. Pretty scratched. Got this one really cheap. Got it for about $3 on eBay. Sometimes I'll just sit there and refresh, and when one pops up that's a really good deal, heck, I'll buy it. I don't care. This is one of my other favorite cards, Kangaskhan, and it's a hollow foil, pretty well scratched. The back is not terrible, but not good. A lot of white right there in that corner. Next we have a Mr. Mime. Holographic. Not a big fan of this card. I don't really take it out a lot and show anybody. It's in pretty bad shape right there. So I actually just got this card in the mail today, and it is pretty sweet. I never had one as a kid. My buddies, they all had one. They thought it was the coolest card ever. And it is. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sweet. It's a Gyarados holographic. And man, look at that. That just looks great. I got this for, I think, $4.99 on eBay. Came in today. I was pretty excited. This next card I actually got from the same disc traders that I got that Nidoking. It's a Lapras holographic. Pretty cool card. Looks pretty good. Some pretty bad spots up there. This next card, I really like it. It does have some damage right there, though, but I got it super cheap. It's a Kabutops. And I actually have 2 versions of it. This next version I'm about to show you, and it actually has a swirl, too. It's Japanese, and you got a little swirl up top there. I don't know if you can see that, but pretty cool. I never liked the back of these cards. Just not a fan. It just kind of looks tacky to me. Yeah, not a real pretty card by any means. This next one is a Zapdos. It's got some scratches on it. I think it's got a couple factory lines. Definitely, I know it's kind of blurry, but there's a factory line up here. My buddy always liked the birds. Never really a fan of them. The next 2 cards, actually this next card is my absolute favorite. 100% my favorite card that I have in my collection. It is a holographic Dragonite. It's got a couple scratches, as you can see right there. Not in the best shape by any means. The back isn't terrible. It's got some whitening. Card would probably get a 5 if I were to send it in to get it graded, 5 or a 6. So I'm trying to be extra careful with these cards. I know I am taking them out to show you guys, but you know, that's kind of just part of the video. But Mewtwo, that's the last holo that I do have. I do have 2 of these. This one's just in better shape than the other one, so I'm only going to show you this one. But that's it. I mean, I'm not going to show you my other ones because it's, you know, they're pretty simple. Just the basic Pokemon. Like I said, I'm about 35 cards short of the 151. I don't have Moltres, and I don't have Articuno. I don't have Vaporeon, Jolteon. I do have a Flareon, but it's a non-holographic. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. don't mind the setup. You know, the quality of the background here. I don't have a studio or a game room just yet. I do have a man cave, but nothing crazy. I know Lean Hart has a whole Pokemon room, and I watch his videos all the time, and he's just awesome. I recommend you go check his channel out. He does awesome reviews. He knows what he's talking about. He makes it exciting and fun. And yeah, like I said, go check out his channel. Just give him a little shout out here. But yeah, my name's Justin again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll post some more if you guys want some more content. I'm gonna order a couple of the old booster packs here soon. I know they're going for a pretty penny, but I've been saving up, and I really want to open up like a first edition base booster pack from 1999. So if you guys want to just hit that subscribe button or that like button, I'd really appreciate it. All right, guys, have a good one.